I can't be trusted with nice clothes. Over the last couple months, I have ruined so many amazing pieces. Welcome to my channel. My name is James and I like clothes and well-made things. And today I'm gonna try to right the ship. I just recently purchased this indigo dye kit from Amazon. I'll leave a link below if you wanna purchase it. And I am gonna try to overdye a few of the t-shirts and shirts that I have ruined over the last 6 months to a year. I'm gonna try to overdye my beautiful white Oxford that I ruined a while back with a nice fountain pen, and I am going to try to overdye my Bronson MFG heavyweight tee. This one I somehow left in the washing machine with a pen on it and it got everywhere. If it goes well, I'm gonna do something really nice at the end, but we'll see. I'm not super confident and I definitely want to see how it goes, but let's get into it. Okay, so we're outside. Sorry if the audio is terrible and the video lighting is terrible. I'm gonna do my best and see how that goes, but I just got 2 buckets. Went to Home Depot. They were like $5 each. And then I got this little stirry thing. These were free. Shout out to the guy who gave me these. The cool thing about this, it's gives you all the instructions inside of it. So it comes with the indigo, gloves if you need it. The whole kit is in here, which is nice. Also this stuff. This is to make sure that the pH and everything is set properly. If you want to do a cloth, it'll do a cloth. I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's an apron. They gave me an apron. I'm really excited about this, but it may be terrible, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so now we just did all the indigo dye. It's actually coming out really good for the most part. It's always when you do the washing, how it comes out afterwards. So we just did an indigo bath and now we're washing everything out. It's gonna take about 20 minutes and we'll really get an idea of how everything actually looks. But you're gonna have to wait until tomorrow to see that. So I'll see you guys later. We're back. So it's been about 4 days. Everything has been cleaned out. They definitely lightened up a lot more than I've expected, but I actually really like how they came out. The dye got everywhere. I actually have it on my fingernails. So now I've been walking around for the last 4 days with painted fingernails, which I don't know whether I like or not. I ended up doing 3 tops and then 1 pair of pants. I was excited because of how it came out. Obviously, the things that we had talked about, my Bronson MFG tubular knit tee, I think this one came out really good. I mean, it's like a light baby blue. I mean, it's not perfect. You can still see a little bit of where the ink was. It wasn't gonna be like a super dark dye. That wasn't really the vibe that I was going to. I didn't necessarily really want to put the effort of like dyeing and then waiting a few days and then dyeing and then waiting a few days. This was more like a fun night project as I sat around with a buddy of mine, and I'm really happy how it came out. Like, I mean, there's definitely some imperfections, just like there's always gonna be on like hand dyed things. So there's some darkening right here and then at the bottom, but it's got character in a good way as opposed to looking like a giant stain on your shirt, which is something that I'm really happy about. I only really dipped this one maybe once or twice, so it's a little bit lighter than my Wythe. My Wythe one I think came out the best personally. So you'll see that it's a bit darker. It's got more of like where that one's a baby blue. This is a little bit more of like that indigo blue, and I'm super happy with it. I mean, the blue is perfect. It's got all the nuances of like where it's been dyed and certain areas are gonna be lighter, and the buttons have actually kind of like darkened up a little bit as well. I'm really happy with this, and this is like important to me because I really like to keep my clothes for a while, and when I stained it, it was so obvious that there was like a stain right near my belly that you just kind of look like sloppy. With this, when you like over dye something, it's not gonna be as intense and it's got more artisanal kind of character to it. And I'm really happy how it came out. The Wythe one is honestly my favorite, and I'm really happy that I've been able to like kind of extend the life of this piece because I really like it, and they're not cheap, and you really want to make sure that you're taking care of it. Because the dyeing method was so fun and I was having such a good time, I ended up dyeing 2 more pieces because everything was just coming out really cool. And this next one is actually really, really, really cool. So this is a pair of Kapital Shishiko pants. I got these off of Grailed probably like 4 years ago, maybe even longer. And they were white, and they were just like this white shishiko, and I really enjoyed them. They were like a higher waist. I ended up getting a little too chubby to wear them, so that's why I haven't really talked about them at all. But I ended up wearing them maybe about a year ago and spilled a whole thing of coffee, and I just haven't been able to get it off. And so I was really happy to be able to just like indigo dye this. Like near the crotch, you can see where it's gotten a little bit darker, but this is so cool because in certain areas, it is really like lighter than other areas. And the shishiko just adds really cool depth because obviously the weaving pattern, and in certain areas it's kind of like an indigo kind of tie-dye look, and they're sick. These pants are sick now, and honestly like a perfect summer kind of wear around pant. They're gonna be awesome. Hopefully I lose enough weight that I can actually wear them a little bit more. Really, really cool pants, and really happy that the indigo ended up working out. And then the next one isn't obviously that exciting. It's definitely not gonna be as exciting as the shishiko pants, but I ended up having 2 velvet sheen, just regular like gray shirts. So I ended up dyeing one of these too, just because I like the idea of a pocket tee. The cool thing when you're dyeing something, and you have to put a lot of dye in to change this, is cotton will take dye really, really well for the most part, as long as there's no like treating process on it. But most of the stitching that is used nowadays is gonna be polyester. And the reason being is polyester stitching just is a lot stronger and it lasts a lot longer. When you have like really vintage garments, like something from like World War II and stuff like that, like the canvas may still be working really good, but then the stitching will start wearing away on it because of just a number of different factors. And so you'll see like around the chest pocket and around other places that this is actually get some white stitching, and I just think it's really fun and just kind of a cool process. Overall, I would say that this was a success for me. Definitely more so than the last time I tried to dye something. And I think it has a lot to do with just being a little bit more patient. I think using an indigo dye as opposed to like white dye was really cool. And I'm really happy with how everything came out. Let me know how you think everything came out and whether you would do something different or if I should spend a little bit more time and try to make these a little bit darker. But thank you for coming, everyone. We'll chat soon. Goodbye.